Okay, hello, hello, hello. If you just saw that, you know. Welcome to day 68. Day 68, day 68. Yeah, it's busy, 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 as always. I mean, busy's good, but it's also kind of crazy. So, yeah, let me see here. I'm just putting up the chat to see what you guys are saying. I was briefly on one moment ago and I decided to delete that one. So, anyway, are you having a good Monday so far? Yeah? Let me know. All right. So, we are on here today having a good time in the studio. Actually, I just got here. Having a good time already. Yeah. Um, took care of some household stuff this morning. I needed to take some stuff out of my car. And now we are back in the studio. Or I'm just in the studio. Had to clean house a little bit, clean up the kitchen, unload the dishwasher, all that good stuff, daily chores. And I pulled out my calendar, my planner, and I'm just going through here and checking off some stuff. Um, Yesterday was International Women's Day. Yay! That's funny. Do they have International Men's Day? Or do the women only get one day? I don't know. That would be interesting. I should Google that. But yeah, it's a busy week. I have um, 3 classes this week, one event, and then Sunday another event. So super busy this week. This is second week of the month. Second week of the month is our busiest week of the month. On top of that, it's tax time, and I am not ready for that. So I'm gonna have to file an extension again. I do that every year. So if I don't file an extension, I think they would be like, "What?" So yeah, I think they'd be like, "Wait, what's wrong with this? She actually got it done in time." I think I've only gotten taxes done in time like twice. Yeah, not often. So yeah, I need to probably send my accountant an email. I need to catch up on emails. I am a little behind on my emails. I am sorry if any of you guys have emailed me. Yeah. So, so I got to catch up on emails and do that today. I have two contracts I'm finalizing. Um, one for an event in May, where I'll be a guest speaker, or also they're calling it a panelist. So I'll have my own breakout room and discussion thing. So I will be doing that. And it's not on art, it's not on Tiny Doors, it's actually on Disney. So, if you didn't know, I'm a little Disney crazy, but I do have little mini lectures or help people with Disney. I do not work for Disney in any way, but I do locally. I do like lectures on how to do Disney, and so that's one contract I'm doing. and then the other contract's my spring break summer contract, which the spring break schedule is actually next week, so I need to finalize that contract. Um, so I have to get that in place because they have to send it to the city for approvals and stuff, I think, or something like that. I mean, it's already a done deal, but the official contract has not been signed for it. Or we may be using my open contract, but I don't know. I mean, when you're in the world of an artist, a teaching artist, or doing art and working with contracts, um, sometimes I have contracts that are on an annual basis, and then they hire me by the date. Sometimes they're already scheduled. The contract is got a standing schedule for, let's say, second Friday of every month from October to September. I have a contract like that, but that's also an open contract for anything they want to hire me for. But there's already one set schedule activity in within the contract, and then every time they add another activity, they have to put in um, they have to increase the purchase order, a PO, for that contract. So, um, yeah, so that's all the back end of their side. Um, but I just have to have some kind of an agreement that states that, I get paid for certain things. So one subject, I get paid X amount of money, and then another con or agreement is a different rate of pay. And it just depends on what the event is. So that's all through one entity that I contract through. Another entity is basically I contract with them on an annual basis, and the contracting can not exceed $25,000 within the fiscal year, and their contracts are October to September as well. So there's all these different ways of doing contracts as an artist, as a creative, as an art teacher, that I do on the back end. So this is Monday. And it's not all fun and games. I'm just not always painting and things like that. I actually have to deal with all the contracting, the invoicing, the bookkeeping, everything that a regular business is. It's the same way as art business. Art business is regular business. And so, yeah, it's just sometimes a lot. And I do that mostly myself. As far as I did have somebody inquire to be an assistant with me, and I've got to send her a message back too because I haven't done that yet. So, yay! So maybe I have a new volunteer, intern, helper to come in. So, like today is out of control. I still have to do housework. I still have to come and visit you guys on here, which I love to do. Um, I have to get my schedule in order, the contracts in order, all the emails done, and um, this is my list today. And then pack up everything that I'm using for class later on today. And I was going to start them on a new project today too. So I'm in debate whether I'm going to do the new project starting today or I'm going to let them learn more on the color theory aspects. I did that with my last Thursday class. So I might let these kids paint today. This was last week. They did color value in green. They actually had to make green and make all different tones of green. And then they had to learn about sourcing it with light and how to do it's basically pointillism and, you know, how to build light into a pointillism piece of artwork. But they did have to mix their own colors, and it all had to be green. And um, it was pretty fun. So that's the one that I did for them. So I was gonna have make art Monday today, but it's just too busy. So maybe tonight I might, after I calm down and get home, because after teaching and everything, maybe I'll just come back on here and paint because that is a really relaxing thing for me. I am working on, where are they? Behind you? Oh, they're here. I'm working on the mango paintings, and this is in gouache. And I have another one sketched out here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm working on these pieces currently, and I'm testing them on small pieces because I plan to do them. I do have I think it's 18 by 24 or 18 by 36. I have a big long canvas that I'm going to be doing a whole plume of mangoes on. Um, so that's going to be a bigger project, and I need to have it done by the beginning of May. So, and I'm going to do it in gouache, and hopefully it'll sell at my event in May. This is a different event. And if it doesn't sell in that event, I might take it to the other event. I don't know. So anyway, it's super busy. I wanted to just come on here, talk about Monday here on day 68. It's just, it's crazy. I've been on here for 68 days. And yeah, so like I said, this is a busy week. I'm looking at my schedule here. I haven't gone that far in detail like on these. Thanks for popping in, Paisley. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's quite busy. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll have the kids today. We'll do the same thing, shades of green, but I will have them do a tree. Now this class is a little bit more rambunctious than the other class. Um, Nothing against boys, but classes with boys in it, whoo, crazy. They're crazy, but I did a practice with them on mixing colors before, and it was really cool because I made them do it step by step, and I'm like, and up, and over, and down, and press, and just made it like we were machines working with art. Um, so that was really fun, and they for the most part kept up and did it in the right order and such. But the way this class is lined up to do mixing colors and getting different tones and having them learn the value of color um, might be a little bit crazier. So I will have to try to keep them as structured as possible. I do believe I have a new student that's starting today as well, so that's cool. Got another girl in the class. You said this class that I have on Mondays is predominantly boys. Um, 6 boys and 3 girls. So we have one new student, and yeah, I'm excited. And she's 9, the new student. So this class ranges from 4 years old till well, actually 10. They can go up to 11. But I think the oldest one I have is 10. And it's such an age difference when teaching kids of all that big of a range and trying to make it interesting for all the kids. I'm trying to see. I think the oldest one in here is 10. And I have one two, three 9-year-olds, two 7-year-olds, one 6-year-old, one 5-year-old, and one 4-year-old. Yeah. So, but they do pretty good. Last week they did I was having them finish up their little animal portraits or their mixed media pieces, and we used all upcycle products that I collected, whether it was egg cartons, fabrics, paper, all kinds of different things that they put together to make these little things. And today we're not necessarily doing an upcycle, but we will do a tree, which is nature. This class is a nature class. So that's what they're going to do today. So I have to still pack my bag. It's kind of already packed because it's the same class I taught last Thursday. And there's a couple of them that wanted to finish the projects from last week. So what I'll do is I'm going to give them like maybe 10 minutes to finish their projects at the end of class, maybe. So if I can teach the lesson first and then let them finish their projects afterwards. Uh, Especially that would be good for the new student that I have. So yeah, busy. This is the way my mind goes. Yeah, I am super busy, Paisley. It is a little crazy. Um, am I making you tired? I'm making you tired with all my busy. It's just a matter of scheduling on the planner. Um, and pretty much, I have the same schedule every week. It just sometimes is busier than others. Like with bookkeeping, la la la, over here. Well, let's just say I've done this much. I still have to do all these. Um, so I was working on that yesterday, but the time change has really messed me up. Like, technically, I woke up at 10, but it was actually 11 yesterday. So that messed up the whole thing. And on Sundays, we have a very slow Sunday morning. We tend to have like a slow Sunday brunch kind of thing, and then we watch YouTubers on here, and yeah. So that was yesterday, but then by the time I got here in the studio, yes, I work every day. I am down here doing something for work every day. It's very rare that I take a complete day off out of the studio. That was last weekend, not this past, not yesterday weekend, but weekend before. I kind of was not in the studio that weekend. I was still down here, but not really working. Um, but yeah, I'm tired just thinking about all this work I have to do. So, with my little tiny trash can. Oh my God, I love these little trash cans. They're so, I just noticed it in the camera. I'll push that over there. Yeah, I have only one delivery today expected, and I usually have a lot more deliveries, but I'm pretty up to date on the supplies. The latest delivery was several, I think 3 or 4 different packages came. I'm going to be doing for this class on Mondays. We're going to be doing a paper making class, and that might be part of the lesson today because paper obviously comes from trees. Um, and the pulp and things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about it today as they're making the trees, and then we'll try to make paper next week, next Monday. I'm going to see if it's possible to have the class outside. I don't know if they would be willing to do that. I don't know how that would work. If I needed an extra person to help me out, that would be great. Um, because I worry the kids might want to get up and climb trees or something because these boys are wanting to climb trees. And the area that I know that they've had some classes outside before, it's under trees. And it would be kind of cool to be making paper that comes from trees, under trees, outside. So fun. So that's another planning that I'm gonna talk to them about that today to see if that's possible. But I got all the stuff to make the paper, so I'm excited about that. I have made paper in the past. This this piece here, this is handmade paper. I don't know if you can see the texture in it and all. Hello, hello, Mindy. Look at that. I got Paisley and Mindy on here at the same time. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, um, so there's so much going on. In fact, I was just helping Mindy with a kind of a private tutorial, very brief, on sticker making. And I do that on the side. So some people call and they need help with things, and I just help them. So I do have an appointment. Oh, I gotta write that down. I do have an appointment on Wednesday morning with an artist coming here to, I'm helping him organize thanks for the hearts. Helping him organize an art event that he's producing with his church. So it's like a vendor market, and he asked me for basically like mentorship, and he's supposed to be here on Wednesday morning. And I'm going to go over that with him and then also give him a lesson on Canva, and teach him how to use that for his business and to make marketing flyers and stuff. So I have that appointment on early on Wednesday because I have a big event on Wednesday also. So, and I got to come on here with you guys. So, hey everybody, I just want to say thank you guys. I think I'm going to sign off just because I do have a lot to do and I need to get this class ready and do a couple more things on bookkeeping. I'm trying to touch that every day. I have a whole folder sitting here waiting for me. Waiting. It's this one's almost done. So that would be good to get this month done. Um, yeah, busy when you have too much to do. I know that Mindy had asked a question of me as far as getting ready for a vendor market. And maybe we can talk about that tomorrow if y'all want. Getting ready for a vendor market and what does that look like as an artist, as a creative, as an entrepreneur. So tomorrow we'll talk about that here on YouTube at 11:45. So that's what we're going to talk about. Hopefully Mindy will be able to tune in. Um, so yeah, and since that's what I'm helping somebody with on Wednesday, um, I'll go ahead and do a little brief tutorial on that tomorrow. So it'll be Tuesday tutorials. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, I should make that a theme. Tuesday tutorials. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I got it down now. Tuesday tutorials. So tomorrow's Tuesday tutorial just invented right now. Um, we'll talk about vendor markets. Okay. All right. So you can tune in live tomorrow and I'll come up with some ideas and helpful tips. 11:45. So 11:45 Eastern Standard Time is when I come on to YouTube, and that's Monday through Thursday. Let me make sure I tell y'all the right time because you know sometimes I might be late. Yeah, Monday through Thursday is 11:45. I also have Saturday scheduled for 11:45 as well. Um, so this is the schedule. All right. Monday through Thursday and Saturdays, 11:45 Eastern time. I'm on live on YouTube. And then Fridays, I'm on late night, around 8 p.m. on Fridays. And then Sunday, I come on around 1 o'clock. Now, this Sunday, um, the 15th coming, I will be moving that to more like probably around 4 o'clock, just because I have an event um, Sunday morning. So yeah, so that's our schedule. So once again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 11:45 a.m. for Tiny News, or not Tiny News, YouTube Live. 8 p.m. on Fridays, and usually 1 p.m. on Sunday, with the exception of the Sunday will be around 4 p.m. So if that all makes sense, hopefully you guys can check that out. It is on my schedule online, so if you want to check out that, it's tinydoors.org. There's a link in our bio here. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. Somewhere you can boop that subscription button, ring the bell for notifications when I go live every day. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the love today and all the chats. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, this has been day 68. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. So, oh, and my plans have changed for later in the month. I was going to go on a trip, but I'm not now. So, that's changed. So, anyway, lots of stuff. It's Monday, Monday, Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, whenever you're watching this. I appreciate you watching and commenting, liking and sharing. Let people know I come on here every day. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any questions, you can always just send me a message or just write it in the chat and comment on the video. The chat's going on right now for the live, but comment on the video. Even comment after the video, because the comments that happen live on the chat don't appear on the comments after the video, or unless I'm missing something. So please, after this video, just go in and hit like and comment and give me some love that way too. So I appreciate it. Okay, gotta go. Bye-bye.